Matt, you arrived safe and well after a few Ryanair issues. Now let's talk rugby. Tomorrow, England play Wales. Where do you see that game being won and lost?
Wales will have to contain England's pack. Ireland didn't. And they're a very, very good pack. Fantastic bench. Wales have got a good pack. Alan Wynne-Jones, fantastic player. Interesting, they've made a few changes there. Tova Faletau, first time in a long, long time not starting. But I question the Welsh props at stages there, and I think the young French front rowers gave them a bit of a shakedown there at one point, and the French bench forwards I questioned before that game. So that's going to be the winning or the losing of it there. You can't go to Twickenham and be beaten up front and think you're going to win. It's just not going to happen. And Courtney Laws and Atoje, I mean, these guys are cruisers. They're massive men and they're playing really good rugby. So that'll be, obviously, if they get on the front foot and that brings Farrell forward and these guys into the game, they can make that a very, very hard day for Wales. I think Wales is going to be a close game and a tight game. I think Wales will get closer than Ireland did. But it's still a very, very good English side at home again.
England exploited Ireland with kicks in behind. Do you think this is something that they will do with Wales?
Yeah, very interesting though. England certainly manipulated Ireland. They went out to kick to a winger, get him involved and then kick again to mess up their back three. The return of Liam Williams for Wales I think is a huge bonus for them. He's a wonderful player, wonderful in the air. Even though he's not playing fullback, excuse me, that will add to their back three as they move around. But England have the ability to not just kick in the air, but to kick along the ground. Their short kicking game from Farrell and forward in along the turf can really make life hard for you. But it'd be interesting to see what tactics they put in place. I think Tuilagi, again, just coming hard, coming straight down the channel there towards Hadley Parks, and whoever's playing 10, we're not sure who's going to wear the 10 jersey for Wales yet. That could be get them moving backwards. You then got Atoje and Courtney Laws coming around the corner, bending the line again, and then the option of either run and kick. It's a very potent mix that England have.
Wales have only won one so far in this championship. They're due a big game, aren't they?
You'd think so, and traditionally, they love going to Cardiff. I know their record there, surprisingly, is not wonderful, but they've always been good games of recent times. Probably the last time they were probably a bit unlucky. They got it was a half an inch in it, I think, in the corner post there at the end of the game. Underhill pushed, I can't remember who it was, but there was a tackle into touch. But they are due a big game. I think they're a little bit off it. They've got a lot of injuries at the moment. A new coach. I was a bit disappointed they came out and they had a bit of a whinge about France being illegal after the game. You just got to cop that on the chin and run with it, get on to the next game. So it'll be interesting to see their mental state and how they come out. But they've probably underperformed at this stage, you'd have to say. The Welsh teams have lacked a little bit of killer there at the end of that game.
You mentioned the return of Liam Williams. That's massive for them, isn't it?
He's a world-class player. Been just superb. Like watching his footage again today from past championships, you forget how good he is. He's been out with his with a serious injury, but I think that's a massive return for them. It gives them a huge amount of confidence behind, but it also inhibits England's attack because they know they won't kick to him the way they kicked to Ireland because he's too much of a threat. He's peerless in the air. He's one of the best catchers of a high ball in the world. And he's also a great attacker, so that's going to give them a lot more thrust.
And finally, who do you expect to win tomorrow?
Look, I think England will win. I think they'll get a lot of confidence out of the Irish game. They've been very smart. They've got the World Cup behind them now, and knowing that they're not playing Italy in the last round, at this stage it's a postponed match, and I think they'll come out in front of their home crowd and really, really put it on deep. I think the injuries that Wales have is affecting them deeply, and I'm not so sure the Welsh pack can dominate England. And as I said again, if they can't do that, then England will win.